Oh my god, you guys. Can't believe I found this. Can't believe I found this. I have so many stories behind this. Um, my brother used to work for Kurt Wilson. I'll just start with that, okay?
Repo began as essentially a two-person act, myself and Darren Smith, and we would do these little 10-minute vignettes put to music that we called 10-minute operas.
One of our 10-minute operas was Necro Merchant's Debt.
The Necro Merchant's Debt is, in essence, the story of a futuristic grave robber who, while he's out robbing graves...
Well, I'm sure you guys know this actually was made into a movie. Ultimately, this was made into a movie, you guys. I can't.
Bumps into the likes of the Repo Man.
Someone is approaching. It's the Repo Man collecting. There is no time. I must hide where he won't think to look. Excuse me, sleeping lady. Could you use a bunkie? This coffin is tight. It's all right. Here he won't think to look.
Of all the 10-minute operas, that was the one people were always at.
Yeah, here's the thing, too. My brother did not actually give me context behind this musical before we went to go see it, right? So I'm taking my young child who was born in 94. You can see the dates on this. This is 2001. So it was relatively close to when they first came up with the concept for this, and they were performing off Hollywood. It was off Hollywood Boulevard, and we all went to go see this play, and I had no idea that this is what we were going to see.
About
that Repo Man, that's a cool idea, you know. Who is the Repo Man? What does he do?
Honestly, we had to say, well, we don't know yet, but we're trying to write it.
And it was a Necro Merchant's Debt that basically became Repo the Genetic Opera.
We're going to depart from our normal fare of doing our 10-minute operas. Today, we're gonna debut for you portions from our full-length opera entitled The Repo Man, a Genetic Opera. Keen incisions I deliver, unscathed money I deliver, repossessions I deliver, I am Nathan, legal assassin.
People seem to be enjoying it, and we certainly were enjoying writing it, so we're like, fuck it. Let's somehow find the money, find a way to put it on in a bigger way.
Let's book a theater, let's do the entire show, and let's do this and mount a fully staged and produced musical.
At the time, that was a huge step. It seems small now, but it was a huge step. And that place became John Raitt Theater. And we're like, well, if we're going to be all professional now, we need to get a director.
I love musicals. A lot of people come out and they have dreams of being horror directors or action directors. I wanted to direct musical theater. Hair, Jesus Christ Superstar, Tommy. These are movies that I watched over and over and over again. So when I went out to LA, I tried to find musicals. And I read the stage play, and I read it in about 35, 45 minutes. Didn't know the way the music sounded, I just saw the lyrics.
This was so crazy, you guys. This was such a crazy musical. And they ultimately made it into a movie. I don't know if they're going to cover that or not, but I took my young child to see this musical. And we were just like sitting there in shock while it happened. Kurt was a diving coach. He comes from the family that owned Wilson Ford in Orange County. They lived in Nellygale, which is one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in our area. It's like custom homes, equine properties. It's just gorgeous. But they had like professional diving gear in the backyard. In their backyard. And my brother was a diving coach on his team. This is the team that produced Greg Louganis, you guys. Oh my god, this is so funny to come across this.
I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then they gave me a sampler CD of 4 of the songs on it. After the first song was like 2/3 of the way done, I had chills all over my body.
Whisper, every dying murmur. I remember every time I see her, cause she looks just like you. I remember, and I dismember, cause the claims medic doesn't take insurance. 90 days delinquent, get your repo tree. I'm the mask, corner on your street, corner make your mama mourn. I'm the night surgeon.
I was like, if all the songs sound half as cool as this song, this is amazing.
In fact, when we first met Darren Bousman and he read the script of Repo, we met him at this coffee shop in the Valley, and he was basically pitching to us why he should direct Repo. He essentially told us at that time, he said, guys, I love your script. I love rock operas. If I ever get the chance, I'm going to make a movie out of this.
You know, Repo is not a movie or a play, it's an event. And I think if you go into it expecting to watch a movie or expecting just to hear me, it's not, it's an event. And that's what the play was, it was an event. You go there for the spectacle of it.
There was something so magical about that first stage play that I don't know if you could ever even recapture it.
From that 2002 show, we did another stage run at the Split ID Theater in Hollywood, and then we were noticed by people in New York and asked us to do a summer run of Repo off-Broadway at the Wings Theater in 2005.
During this time, during the Split ID show and the Wings...
Yeah, oh my gosh, I don't even know the history of this, for real. Like I said, my family went to go see it in its very early stages of existence. And we didn't know what we were signing up for. We really... we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into. You know, and there was no age limit on the tickets. Yeah. Oh my god, this is so good. So good.
Theater show. Darren Bousman had left the project in body, but not in spirit.
Saw 2 had come out and had done very well at the box office, and they said to me, the producer said, okay, Darren, it's a blank slate. What do you want to do? You can do anything you want to do right now. And I said, I want to do Repo.
By the way, I would like to also add that my son, at the time, while being in his very early years, right, was also a student at the Crown Valley Divers. So Kurt was essentially like the head diving coach while he was learning to do dives off a 5-meter platform, and he was only like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I can't believe this footage is still out there.
I said, great, sounds good, what's Repo? And I pitched it to them, and they said, that sounds awesome. And then I said, it's a musical. And they said no. And I was like, why? And they're like, we're not going to do a musical. So I was like, you know, I was pretty disappointed. Saw 3 comes out, does very well at the box office. And they said, Darren, you can do anything now. Now we mean it. You can do anything you want. And I said, I want to do a musical. And they said, absolutely not. And I tried to make them read the script, and they wouldn't read it. So finally, I talked to Tara and said, we have to film something. We have to show them how cool this could be.
He said, "Look, I think we can do a short. I got a little bit of money and I got a crew at my disposal. Come out to Toronto and let's shoot a 10-minute thing and let's figure out what we're going to shoot, how we're going to basically break Repo, this big operatic story, down into 10 minutes."
And so, I got my friends together from Saw 3, and we shot the trailer.
And it's my job to steal and rob.
And I brought it back into them, and I said, this is the movie that I want to do. And they let me do it.
And we did do it. And like I said, we got to keep doing it, which is probably the coolest part of it. It's kind of sad now that it may be done.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool, you guys. That was like 25 years ago. That's so fucking cool. I can't. Oh my god, that's so great. But yeah, my son got so into the horror genre that like I had teachers calling me. And teachers calling me, you guys.